This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
So for those of you that think that Chris Grier been around for 20 years, like my man Eric Manzano, since we're going to make him the whipping boy of this whole thing here. So this stupidity that continues to fester among Dolphin fans, because you are a dumbass for thinking this, because you don't think for yourselves, you just repeat what another dumbass says. So let's do this. For 17 years before, let's say he's been there 20, I don't think it's 20, whatever, it's 18, 19, whatever. But for 17 years, outside of the 3 years that he's really in charge, he's had people above him, different general managers, different head coaches, different college directors of scouting before he was a director of scouting, okay? So every year, Eric, you file draft profiles, okay? Every year you're going to file, I like this player, I like this player, I don't like this player. So every couple of years that the Dolphins switch general managers and head coaches, they assess all their employees, all their personnel employees. All your reports are on hard drive, Eric. So if Chris Grier for 15 years was writing terrible reports and telling you, draft this guy and the guy sucked, and draft this guy and the guy sucked, do you think they would have kept him around for 15 years? Coach after coach, general manager after general manager, personnel director after personnel director, do you think they would have kept him around? Why do you think he was kept around for 15 years? Just let that marinate a little bit, dude. Think about it. They fired a whole bunch of other people in the personnel department. Every time they have changes, they fire many scouts. I know because I keep up with this. You don't, Eric, because you don't know jack crap. All you do is repeat what another dumbass says. So now let's get back to what's going on now, since you all want to overreact again. Okay? So all of the defensive players are developing, except for Noah, and he doesn't play because they've got two starters in place. And the only reason they drafted Noah is because the guy got arrested for domestic violence and a knee surgery. So they had a question mark. They drafted a corner. Okay, so he's the only guy that's a miss right now, but he hasn't played. Maybe next year when they trade X and he starts to play, maybe he develops into a good player. But all the other defensive players are developing. Holland's developing. Jalen Phillips is developing. Brandon Jones is developing. Christian Wilkins has developed into a nice player. Overall, the defensive players are developing. The offensive players, Gesicki and Waddle, are doing just fine. Tua's doing a solid job considering all the crap around him. The only thing that's failing are the linemen. So all the overreaction again about the drafts now is, again, more overreaction. And Reggie McKenzie got fired from Oakland. Do you think he sucks because he got fired? And Marvin Allen also? No, dude, I'm sorry. Eric, you don't know jack crap about personnel. And you're commenting about something that you don't know jack crap. Just like the rest of you out there that bring up the same stupid ass comment that, hey, Chris Grier's been there for 20 years. Yeah, well, why do you think he's lasted? All your work is on hard drives. This isn't Joe Fan saying, hey, you know, I said 8 years ago they should draft this guy, and nobody heard it, nobody knows about it. No. Everybody knows what you want and what you don't want. Everybody knows the players you like and don't like. So obviously, every time there was a regime change, they looked at his reports and said, he's good. Except, Eric, he's black. Don't know if you know that. He's black. Black people have a real problem getting the real opportunities at times, Eric. Not sure if you know about those kind of things, but it happens in this reality. So stop, all of you, saying he's been around for 20 years. It's the dumbest effing comment in the world. Regime after regime looked at his reports and said, he's good. They just don't hire him. They don't make him the general manager because he's black. Okay? So, and look at the last 3 years. I'm not getting rid of Chris Grier. I'm not getting rid of Marvin Allen, and I'm not getting rid of Reggie McKenzie. They're not the problem. Where Chris Grier screwed up, and that's where I'll tell you Chris Grier screwed up. He screwed up in hiring Flo, who can't create his own staff. And that's the problem with a young coach. Now, you want to talk that, Eric? Then we can talk where Chris Grier screwed up. But in personnel, he hasn't really screwed up. It's just a narrative that people are creating with no substance, no proof whatsoever. And I've never seen this in my life, that we blame a guy that wasn't in charge for 17 years. I've never seen that with anyone else up for a job or anybody doing a job. I've never seen blaming somebody that was never in charge. But maybe we do it because he's black. All right, man.